wounded rancher and the 3 Apache sisters. The desert sun burned mercilessly against the earth, painting the horizon in shades of fire. Somewhere along a forgotten trail, a man lay bleeding in the dust. His shirt was torn, his skin marked with bullet wounds and bruises. His horse was gone, his rifle stolen. He had been ambushed by outlaws, men he had once called neighbors. They left him there with nothing but the taste of blood in his mouth, convinced he would not live to see another dawn. This man was Ethan Cole, a rancher known for his honesty, his grit, and his stubborn refusal to bow to injustice. But as he lay half-conscious, vultures circling overhead, even Ethan believed his life had reached its bitter end. He closed his eyes, whispered a prayer, and waited for death to claim him. But fate had other plans. As the sun dipped low, 3 shadows appeared over him. They were young Apache women, sisters, no older than their 20s. Their names were Nayeli, the eldest, calm and wise beyond her years, Shahana, quick-tempered but fiercely loyal, and Talisa, the youngest, gentle yet brave. They had come searching for herbs near the canyon, but instead found a dying man in the dirt. To many, an outsider like Ethan would have been left to die. But something in Talisa's eyes softened. "He is not our enemy," she whispered. Against all odds, the sisters lifted his broken body onto a woven stretcher, carrying him through the canyon back to their hidden camp. The nights that followed were brutal. Ethan's fever raged, his wounds festered, and more than once Nayeli said he would not last till morning. Yet the sisters refused to let him go. They tended his wounds with crushed sage and wild honey, kept watch through the nights, and fed him broth until slowly, miraculously, he opened his eyes. When Ethan awoke fully, he was disoriented. Why did you save me?" he rasped. Nayeli only answered, "Because no one deserves to die alone in the desert." What began as survival soon turned into something deeper. Ethan, still weak, struggled to regain his strength. At first, he resisted their help, ashamed that 3 young women were keeping him alive when he had once been the protector of his own land. But gradually, humility replaced pride. With Talisa's gentle laughter, Shahana's fierce determination, and Nayeli's quiet wisdom, Ethan began to feel something he had not known in years: family. Yet danger was never far. The same outlaws who had left Ethan for dead now roamed the hills, searching for Apache camps to raid and plunder. One evening, smoke rose in the distance, a warning that the outlaws were near. Ethan, still limping, insisted they leave him behind. "I won't be the reason you suffer," he said. But the sisters refused. "You are one of us now," Shahana declared. "We stand together." And so, for the first time in his life, Ethan found himself fighting not for land or cattle, but for the people who had saved his life. The 4 of them built traps along the canyon, sharpened arrows, and prepared for the coming storm. The night the outlaws arrived, the desert echoed with the clash of gunfire and war cries. The sisters fought with courage that stunned Ethan, Nayeli striking with precision, Shahana charging fearlessly, Talisa moving like a shadow between rocks. Ethan, though wounded, used his last bullets to hold the line. In the chaos, a fire lit the canyon walls, illuminating faces of both hate and hope. When the dust settled, the outlaws had been driven away. But the victory came at a cost. Talisa had been struck by a stray bullet, her life hanging by a thread. Ethan carried her in his arms, whispering desperately, "You saved me. Don't you dare leave now." Through the night, they fought for her life. And when dawn broke, Talisa opened her eyes. Weak but smiling, she whispered, "We are still together." That moment changed Ethan forever. Days later, as he stood on his feet again, looking out at the horizon, he realized that what he had found among these sisters was more than survival. It was trust. It was courage. It was family. He returned to his ranch, but not as the man who had once worked only for himself. Now, the ranch became a safe place, a refuge where Apache and settler alike could find food, shelter, and dignity. Many called him a fool for bridging two worlds that had long distrusted each other. But Ethan only smiled and said, "They saved my life. The least I can do is live it with honor." The story of the wounded rancher and the three Apache sisters spread far and wide, not as a tale of war, but as a lesson of unity. It was proof that even in the harshest deserts, compassion could bloom, and even among enemies, family could be born. And so, from blood and betrayal came something greater, redemption. Final message for viewers. When life leaves you broken and betrayed, it may be strangers, those you least expect, who help you rise again. True family is not always the one you're born into, but the one that chooses to stand beside you in the fire.